Hello, this is Matthew Paik. Welcome to my midterm project, and this is my game proposal. So, my main idea was I wanted to make a brick breaker, but I wanted to make it a lot more exciting, and I did this by making it so that the player has to push a button in time with the ball hitting the platform in order for the ball to ricochet off the platform, right? So if they don't push a button in time, the ball will just pass right through the platform. So why did I do this? I thought this would make it a lot more exciting than regular brick breaker, because it just adds a kind of high energy to the game, right? Because you have to have faster reflexes, right? And you need to constantly be active and time. Like, it's just a matter of timing for timing the platform, and I think just that timing makes it a lot more of an active game as opposed to brick breaker, which is usually pretty passive. Yeah, and this inspiration came from Lethal League, which is an indie game that I played with my friends, and I just really loved that, like, that stress, actually, that kind of really high stakes feeling of hitting the ball or missing it. Because, like, in Lethal League, if you hit the ball, you know, it's yours and then you have nothing to worry about, but if you miss the ball, you lose a life. So it's a very kind of scary feeling, but that scary feeling makes it very exciting. So I created a grid of destructible blocks using some of our techniques from a shooter game, and I needed to make it so the ball had inertia, or like the ball would not slow down. So what I did was I turned off the gravity, and I added a bouncy physics property to the walls and the ball. And the controls, basically the player moves the paddle with the arrow keys and presses the spacebar to hit the ball. And there's a little sound effect that plays every time you hit the ball with the paddle. That's kind of cool. So my plan, which actually kind of did go by, was create a bare bones environment with just the necessities, so like a ball, paddle, and bricks, and then implement the catching mechanic, right? Just basically the whole platform. So I did this by, like, I took a platform and it's like off. Its Z coordinate is off by 1 from the ball and everything else, but when they push a button, the Z coordinate moves to the same Z coordinate as the ball, and then it'll go back after a certain amount of time. So that's how kind of the catching mechanic works. And then I did have some people playtest the model, and I rinsed and repeat, and I themed the game to my liking. So for themes, here I proposed that I would do like a tennis theme, or, or maybe a rhythm theme, but I for some reason, I don't know, I really wanted to put like a certain song in my game, which was, I found out that it was copyrighted, so I couldn't really use it, but I still just kept it as is, and that theme was Ken Masters from Street Fighter. I guess I could just go right into the theme. So I'll show you. Well, I'm gonna link this video because this is on my document. I don't know if it's gonna show up in 2 parts, so I'm gonna end this part here.